Hey guys, my name is Vlad. I'm the founder of Knuckle Candy, and today I want to go over the features of our new released wraps. Right here, I have them in my hand, and I want to compare them to the regular wraps and other brands' quick wraps. So, without further ado, let's get started. Um, let's start with the knuckle padding, which clearly the traditional wraps don't do a really good job of protecting your knuckles. There's just no padding here unless you wrap it a lot of times between around your hand, and you're gonna create bulk here, which is also not good. Knuckle Candy, on the other hand, has gel padding that's thick enough to protect you, but also to stay comfortable and fit in your glove. It also, with these straps right here, it pulls it in so it forms a nice fist, so it fits in your wrap. The competitor quick wraps do have a knuckle pad, which is good, which is better than traditional wraps, but it's really bulky. It fits on your hand, and it slides around when you start punching. So it gets rearranged around the glove and just gets really uncomfortable. So that's why Knuckle Candy's Knuckle Guard is superior. Let's talk about wrist protection. Traditional wraps, they provide decent wrist protection, unless, if you, especially if you wrap around your hands, around your wrist a lot of times, which again would create bulk, but it would provide pretty good wrist protection. But I can still move my wrist around pretty freely in there. And I wrapped it around a few times here. Now, if you look at Knuckle Candy wraps, I can move my wrist a little bit, but due to this protective shell and this Velcro wrist strap that stretches and stabilizes it right on your wrist at a perfect amount of compression, so your hands are not squeezed, you're not getting numb hands, numb wrist, you're not losing circulation, and it doesn't also move. You see, like I can move it a little bit, but compared to this, where I can move it freely, as you can see in the video, same with these things. They have pretty much the same mechanism as the traditional wraps, except you get shorter strap, which is worse than this. Next, let's talk about thumb protection. Nobody talks about the thumb, but I think all fingers are created equal, and thumb is just as important as your other fingers. So, traditional wraps, you can wrap it around your thumb a lot of times, but that would sacrifice protection elsewhere, and so I mostly just wrap it once or twice. As you can see, it gives you some protection, but nothing compared to Knuckle Candies, which it has a whole separate sleeve with a stretchy band here. So if you have thick thumbs, thin thumbs, they all fit in here, and it's a nice compression sleeve that keeps the thumb in one place, and it's still movable, but it protects it really well. There's a whole shell around it. Here, let me just show you. There's a hole for the thumb, and you get nothing. So it's all on its own. So these suck. And let's talk about the upper hand protection. So again, not a lot of people mention this, but there's a lot of small bones in your back, in top of your hand here, that could get injured when you're practicing or you're sparring. And traditional wraps do keep your hand intact pretty well, but it's nothing compared to the hard, rigid shell of Knuckle Candy. So as you can see, it's soft on the inside, rigid on the outside, and it really keeps your upper hand protected. These ones, they just have this cheap material here, which doesn't do any compression. Well, a little bit of compression, let's be honest, but not enough, not even close to the traditional wraps. And let's not even talk about Knuckle Candy. I mean, that's just a lot better. My hand feels secure. Also, with these, while we're talking about it, they do cut off your fingers. There's finger holes here. And after about 10 minutes I tried it myself, and there's a lot of reviews online that say this, they do cut off your circulation, your blood circulation. So your fingers start turning red, then they turn blue, which sucks. Here, you got nothing to worry about. We got these straps. Your fingers move freely. There's no irritation. These are very soft, and it's really comfortable. So Knuckle Candy also is on about 15 seconds, which takes, traditional wraps, it takes about, a minute or so per hand. and they offer as good of a protection as traditional wraps, or I would say even better because of the knuckle padding, the shell, and the wrist. All these things are protected really well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, reach out on our socials through our website. Love to chat, and thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.